AITA for refusing to financially help my estranged twin? I am not the original poster. That is you, Weird Marzipan 7739. She posted in r, Am I the Asshole? To cover up spoilers. Since this has to do with twins. A twin fun fact. Since the 1980s, birthing twins has become more common worldwide. An increase of about a third. The U.S. twin birth rate is about 31 per 1,000 births. Trigger warnings. Slut-shaming. Overall bigotry. Illness of a child. Less than. Mood spoiler. Happy ending for Oop. Less than. Original post. March 18, 2023. I, 30F, am estranged from my twin. Also 30F. Because she objects to my working as a camgirl. And even though I have never done anything inappropriate, I'm very unassuming. I look like a girl next door, so people won't know unless I tell them. Around her kids. 12 meters. 9F. 5 meters. Because of my job, citing I'd be a bad influence, even though I would have completely kept my mouth shut about my job. It hurt that I was denied a relationship with my nibblings, but there was nothing I could do. Anyway, she's a single mom. The youngest has cancer. His father is not in the picture, although he pays child support. It's very little because he doesn't make much. And the bills have gone through the roof. Now her landlord is threatening to begin the eviction process as she's very behind on her rent and other bills. She contacted me after not speaking to me for years and begged me to borrow money. I said, "You do realize this money would come from my camming job, right? The one you estranged with me over and wouldn't let me have a relationship with your kids?" She said, "I know, and I don't need this right now and desperate and need help. He's your nephew." Quote, "Our parents are living on Social Security and cannot afford to financially help. But they do babysit the two older ones frequently. My husband and I do well financially, so we could afford it." I told her, "You disowned me as your sister. And since you're not my sister, he can't be my nephew. Disowning your family is a permanent decision. And I wouldn't want you having money from a sinful source, as you put it." AITA? Info, update. We are fraternal twins, not identical. While we bear some resemblance. Much like how someone resembles an aunt, uncle, cousin, parents, or sibling who's not a twin. To each other we are very easily able to be told apart from one another. Oop is voted NTA. Though people express concern for the child. Update. Same post. March 20th, 2023. 2 days later. Thanks everyone for the feedback. After careful thought and consideration, I have decided to pay the medical bills and rent as a gift with no expectation of repayment. Directly to hospital and landlord. But because I do have a petty side. Just being honest. And didn't want my sister getting away with her behavior. I made a post on her church's Facebook group and attached screenshots of texts disowning me years ago. I saved them because of my work, and screenshots of her wanting money from my work now that she's in this situation. Hi everyone. I am hypocrites. Former sister. She disowned me. You may or may not have heard about me. I was exiled from my sister's and her kids' lives for being a camgirl despite never having breathed a word about my work around her kids nor behaved inappropriately in any way. After careful thought and consideration due to the way I've been treated and how my sister feels about my sinful money but then wanting to borrow it for her son's health bills and rent, I've decided to give it as a gift without any expectation of repayment. Even a wicked woman like myself did not wish to see an innocent child suffer when I could do something to help. But being that my sister is so repulsed by where my money comes from, I'm giving you all the opportunity to save her from having to use dirty money. You may DM me for my Cash App, Venmo or Zelle information to repay the bills I gifted. While I am not expecting this to happen as I can afford what I gave, I just think you should all have the opportunity to put your money where your mouths are, and to perhaps be welcoming to those in the adult industry in your church. And no, not making it conditional upon them quitting. You sin just as they do. Their sins are just more visible. Without my job, the financial assistance would not have been possible, as I assume I was her last resort, as none of you righteous folks were in a position to help. That being said, I guess someone had to volunteer to sin, and that volunteer was me. Without nerdawels like myself, your righteousness would not be sustainable, as the undesirables are doing the dirty work for you so you don't have to. Jesus was kind to sex workers. He welcomed them with open arms unconditionally and preferred their and others considered undesirable a company to the pious, righteous, religious folks and leaders. He even told a priest that prostitutes would go to heaven ahead of him, using a biblical quote that one of the commenters here recommended. Thank you. Check out Matthew chapter 21 verse 31. Your church likely did not teach you about that quote, and now you know. You're welcome. Sincerely, the loose wayward woman. Grin. Update Part 2. Whomever runs the Facebook page took down my post and blocked me from posting. Although I can still see the page. So it's just a ban from posting. No one had the balls to say anything to my face. Hypocrites. I'm sure Jesus is real impressed face with rolling eyes. Marked as ongoing, since there may be more reactions, or we may hear more about the nephew. That last part jumped the shark a bit. I'm sorry to anyone who believes this is real. Messy. I don't buy it. I'd tell her she owes me the money, but just expect not to get it back. But also tell her not to call me for money again. Did the sister mention her church? I don't understand the point of the Facebook post to the church. Listen, I dislike religion and superstition period, but this post has got to be a load of tripe. This is a everyone sucks here situation if I've ever seen one. The sister sucks for obvious reasons. And I get Oop is angry, and I get it. But like, why the Facebook post? It doesn't make Oop's sister look bad. To the people of the church most likely. Just makes Oop look awful. Yes, let's insult the mother of a child with cancer on her church's Facebook page after she is about to lose her home due to financial stress and our failure of a healthcare system. I will give her money, but I will announce it publicly and shame the church folks despite them having done nothing to me personally. Instead of talking this out with my sister, or cutting my sister off entirely. Look, I'm an ex-Christian and hate most of the religion. But Oop did not come out of this looking good. What did she possibly have to gain from this? Always twins, haha. I'm actually surprised her twin didn't have twins. What the fuck? You know, after the update, I'm not saying that the sister didn't disown Oop because she was a sex worker and that's a cruel decision on the sister's part. But I'm also not saying that she purely disowned Oop because she was a sex worker. That's a level of needless nastiness that just soaks into every interaction you have with people. Yeah, intentionally trying to humiliate and cause problems for a mom whose kid has cancer is not petty. It's disgusting. Two wrongs don't make a right, and Op is not the good guy in this story. Hypocrites. I'm sure Jesus is real impressed face with rolling eyes. I don't own Facebook, but I would assume that a church page is not the place to get revenge on your twin sister or make posts in that direction. Obviously, would they delete it? Okay, class. Are you ready for another round of AITA bingo? Let's see what we have here. Twins. Sick child. Religion bad. Disowned Oop. Petty revenge. Yup. 5/5. No way this true. Yeah, everybody sucks here. Everybody's a twin these days. I don't know what to say about this. The Facebook post was so long and weird. Just based off thinking that's the way to go tells me there is more behind the estrangement, and it's not just because she's a cam girl. I don't agree with the sister disowning her and then asking for money, but that Facebook post was pretty repulsive. Just gift the money and take the high ground if you are going to go that way. The woman has a child with cancer and is clearly desperate. Starting Facebook drama and trying to pick a fight with multiple unrelated people in an attempt to alienate her sister's community in the middle of everything else going on is just so petty and vicious. Could have been the hero in this situation, and instead she just comes across as nasty and immature. Ain't no hate like Christian love. Wow.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.